Now that we've been through the rig, let's figure out how to create a quick, simple character animation just to get ourselves started. The way you always want to start a character animation is by going to File, Save Scene As. You never want to animate directly in the rig file because what happens if something goes wrong? You need to have a clean copy of the rig to go back to. So let's call this one Ball with Tail Rig Animation Demo 01, and you can see I've done a couple of these. That's okay. Good, and we'll just say okay to this. It's an older file. Now I've got auto keyframe turned on. I'm going to check my time slider preferences, and it looks like I am going to be animating at 24 frames per second. That's really good. So we'll say save. 200 frames is a bit much. I'm going to start off with 48 frames, and if I need more, I can always add more. With all of that setup done, I am going to start my ball with tail kind of the same way we started the bouncing ball because it's going to feel familiar to you. So I'm going to leave the placement control on the ground. I am going to click on the root control and I am just gonna move it up a little bit, maybe up to there. Now you'll note that that is a translate X move because the root control is sideways, and we'll talk about that another day. For the moment, I am just going to right click and key selected. And now, just like with the regular bouncing ball, I'm going to go to frame 12 and I'm going to zero this out. That's going to set a keyframe. And then I'm going to come to frame 18, pull this up, and we want these to get a little bit faster, but I'm going to go to 24, 0, then maybe I will go to 27, up, 30, 0. We're still bouncing pretty high, so 32, up, 34, 0, and then one more little teensy one. We'll just go 35, up, and 36, 0. So this is a basic bouncing ball animation, just like you're used to. I am going to open up my graph editor, because you always need your graph editor when you're animating. And now I can take these keys. I know they need to be broken, so I'm going to go ahead and break them. And I'm just going to tweak my handles, just the same as a regular bouncing ball. Yep, even this last one right here. You are gonna get a little bit tweaked, my friend. There, lovely. So if I play this back, I've basically got a bouncing ball animation. So because this is familiar, you can probably do this as a first move. The next thing I want to introduce you to is, if you think back to your 12 principles of animation, there is follow through and overlapping motion. I'm going to introduce that with the tail control. And the tail control is pretty simple. Every time the ball is up, the tail's going to go down. So since the ball starts up in the air, I am going to key the translate Y of my tail control down. At frame 12, we hit the ground. So the tail's going to switch to up. Then at frame 18, the ball is up, tail goes down. 24, the ball is down, the tail goes up. 27, the ball is up, the tail goes down. 30, ball is down, tail goes up. Looks like 32, the ball is up, the tail goes down. 34, tail goes up. 35 down, 36 up. So now if I play the animation back, it's a lot more fluid and it's a lot more fun. So take a moment, get yourself this far, and when you feel good about the body and the tail making this up and down motion, come join me in the next video and we will start adding some character.